Hey, what's going on everybody? PADRagnarok here, back with my next top 5 list. And this one is going to be all about the best non-REM, the rare egg machine, monsters. Now the first thing I want to get out of the way is that I will not be talking about Mir. She is hands down the best card in the game, whether it's through the rare egg machine or without the rare egg machine. So talking about her would definitely be unfair. So we are going to talk about some other monsters who are fantastic cards, whether they're useful for general play, strong monsters, or just a useful card to have to really help you excel through the game. Those will be included in this list. And also this list is my opinion. Of course there are some other cards that can definitely be included in anybody's list, and there's lots of really good cards out there. I'll put my notable mentions at the end, but I really just want to go through my top 5. And in general, a lot of people ask me about certain monsters to keep. I would say that when it comes to collab monsters, talking about the ones that you can farm from playing the dungeons, in general, there's almost none of them are very useful. Some people who have sent in box reviews have asked me, about certain monsters from the Final Fantasy collab, Bleach collab. In general, those monsters are not very good to hold on to. In general, though, you will see one in this list that did make the cut, so that is important to keep a note. So let's just jump into it. This is going to be my top 5 list for the best non-REM monsters. The first card that is on my top 5 list of non-REM monsters is going to be Zerog Infinity. Zerog Infinity, when he first came out, was definitely the toughest dungeon around, so I don't expect every player to be able to get him, at least not right away. But there are plenty of carry teams, and if you have another card on this list, it will make it a whole lot easier to get. He's been outclassed a lot of ways as a leader himself, but I still use him as a sub for a lot of dark teams. The fact that he can do a Skyfall for darks for 3 turns and have haste, kind of in a way of Krishna nowadays, makes it so that you can have dark Skyfalls all the time. Now when you have TPAs, subs like Satsuki on this team, you're going to do a lot more damage. But if you don't have TPAs, or even if you do and you go for a dark combo without all those TPAs, you're going to find that the damage is not going to be nearly as significant with a team like this. You also really want to optimize having dragons so you can get more HP, attack, and RCV out of your monsters. The second monster in my top 5 non-REM monsters would be Scarlet. Scarlet, like Z8, is going to be part of a tough rogue descend where you start at level 1, but being able to get her in the end is going to definitely help out Krishna teams, Awoken Minerva teams, tons of teams that really can help and benefit from having a haste monster. And really, if you don't have the perfect subs, a farmable option is out there in Scarlet. Scarlet has 2 rows, which is great, creates 4 fire orbs with haste as well, so you can use her as a leader for a team and have many Scarlets and make a system out of her where each of the cards will haste each other. Or you can put her as a sub. I mean, I think she fits really well on any fire team if you are lacking that last card. Through co-op and really just through being able to maximize your stamina, you can get a lot of her relatively quickly and be able to get some prejas or a great amount of experience for your time spent in farming that dungeon. The third monster in my non-REM monsters list is going to be Cashbar. Cashbar is a fantastic card, and as far as I can tell, let me know in the comments if this is incorrect. Cashbar is the only powerful monster that can create a full board change with 3 different colors. Now, of course, there are monsters like the Chibi dogs, the Shiba Inu dogs, where they're basically, they have a great skill, but they're really just skill up fodder. They're not going to be useful. Cashbar, on the other hand, has really good stats, can really fit on any devil team because of his full board change, and is a perfect sub if you don't have somebody like Zuo, or if you just want to enhance your full board team. You can even inherit other cards onto Cashbar. You can't inherit him himself because he's not REM, but inherit onto him with his relatively low cooldown. You're going to have a really good monster on your hands. Number 2 on my list of the top 5 non-REM monsters is going to be Angie. Now, Angie, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He sounds kind of like a girl, but he's the opposite, being super muscular. He is going to be a fantastic card for button teams, and he is found in the dungeon for Kenshin's collab. He is farmable. He takes about 10 skill ups or so to max skill, but when you do, farming dungeons like Star Treasure Thieves Den, as well as Friday Expert, Tamadras, anything that really has a high defense, he is going to be perfect. He's kind of like Shiva, where he voids the defense of the enemy, but he also doesn't attack that same turn that you use his skill. So taking out any monster that has a high defense, such as PADRas on that same turn, because he voids their defense first, is entirely possible with him. In addition, after using him, even if I don't have a true damage, all I really have to do is any damage. As you can see going on here, just does his regular attack and it goes right past all of the defense of everybody. He is such a powerful card to have in farming teams that he had to be included on my list. And next time Kenshin Callout comes around, be sure to grab one. Number 1 on my list of the best non-REM monsters is going to be Zeus Dios. Zeus Dios is a pain in the ass for sure to skill up, and the fact that you want to usually do 3 or 4 of him on any team makes it even harder. But with the patience and the saved stamina from co-op, it is totally worth it. All you have to do, and it doesn't even have to be a leader for Awoken Liu Bei, all you have to do is use Zeus Dios and then swipe anywhere, and on many teams that will do 5 million, 6 million, depends on how many Skyfalls you get after that. But he does tons of damage and has made it so that many tough dungeons like Z8 to be able to get him, like Scarlet, number 4 on our list today, you'll be able to take these dungeons out relatively easy. And Zeus Dios is not a particularly hard dungeon. He is fantastic on Awoken Liu Bei teams if you have many of them. It essentially makes it so you can button ridiculously hard dungeons, much stronger than Goemon can. Goemon does a couple million. Liu Bei and all of these Zeus Dioses do tremendous amounts. In addition, you can also farm Monday up to rank 850, which I have done a video about as well. There's a specific team, Zeus Dios, 2 or 3 of them are required, as you can see here, but the reward is tremendous. I mean, you're going to be able to rank up continuously, so on Monday you can play Pad all day, really, if you're under rank 850. Zeus Dios, fantastic card. I hope that you highly encourage everybody here to go farm at least 2 of them. It may take you an afternoon, it may take you a couple weeks of playing here and there, but I definitely think it is totally worth it, because you can really just take your game to the next level, get a monster, farmable monster, or defeat a tough descend with a friend through using Zeus Dios. There are, of course, plenty of other monsters that are farmable and really awesome to use in various teams. I would really love to hear which cards you believe should be included in this list, but a couple of notable mentions for me. One would be Vampire, and really any Heart Changer. Heart Changers are people or cards who turn hearts into a color that really helps you out, like Gigas, any of the Valkyries. Particularly, I'm fond of Vampire because he helped me out with a lot of really tough descents when I was first starting out and using a lot of Devil teams. Gigas definitely helped out with a lot as well with his high HP, but these cards really help out a lot of newer players, and they're really easy to skill up. The second one would be Jormungandr or Gainat. Both very similar, they're full board changers. Potentially you can skill them up within an afternoon as well. Gainat much harder than Jormungandr, but both really have good skills and are able to make a full board change for you. This is perfect for those players who really want to play Raw Dragon or any rainbow card, but do not have Dark Kali, have not pulled either Kali, Sharius Roots, anybody from the Rare Egg machine. So Kaguya Hime would be my next card to include. I believe that she's really good, has some great stats, she's a healer, can create 3 woods, so really works well on any wood team that needs to just create a little bit extra, maybe Kaede to get more TPAs, maybe Vishnu to be able to get some more woods as well to stack up. Just a fantastic card and not too difficult to get. In addition, I think Yamatsumi is perfect for Kaede and cards that need more woods, more hearts. You can also use this for Renove. Plenty of teams out there. Perfect assistance, really nice low cooldown as well. To me, Dark Izanami really stands out as a fantastic card, and the only reason I didn't include her on this list is because the teams that she would be included on are a little bit more outdated. I believe that Z8 is a little bit more powerful in creating Skyfalls for various monsters than Dark Izanami is to creating a shield for 3 turns. There is no doubt that her shield is fantastic, in addition to her auto heals, great HP, a little bit low on the RCV side, but still a fantastic card. Anybody who's playing Yomi Dragon still, can definitely benefit from having Izanami on this team for sure. So those are my top 5. Let me know what your 5 are, or just if there's any monster you feel like I missed that should have been included. The order can, of course, be switched around. To me, I just believe that Zeus Dios is the most powerful, so much that the Reddit Discord server has an exclusive channel just for skilling him up, as well as playing with Awoken Lube and Zeus Dios. So let me know who your 5 are. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video for the next top 5.